found your old hoodie in the back of the drawer. It still smells like the coffee you'd spill on the floor. And for a second I'm back in that kitchen with you, where the sunlight was golden, the sky was so blue. I'm laughing at something you said in my ear before all the always turned into not here. It's a beautiful ghost, this memory of mine, like a vintage regret or a souring wine. I'm caught in the middle of a smile and a tear, between wanting you gone and wishing you were near. It's a hollow victory, this moving on, and the best part of me is already gone. Oh, it's so bittersweet, like a summer rain on a freezing street. The sugar of the was and the salt of the now, the broken parts of every holy vow. I'm tasting the honey, I'm feeling the sting, I'm mourning the loss of a beautiful thing. Yeah, the memories of candy I shouldn't eat. God, it's so lonely and it's so bittersweet. I walked past the park where we carved out our names, and I felt the old flicker of those dying flames. It's a comfort to know that we happened at all, but it's a long way to look from the height of the fall. I'm glad for the lessons, I'm glad for the light, but I hate the way shadows are filling my night. How can a heart be so full and so broke, like a fire that's beautiful lost in the smoke? If I could go back, would I do it again? Knowing the start leads to this end, I'd take the sugar, I'd swallow the pill, 'cause a part of me loves you, a part of me will. It's so bittersweet, like a summer rain on a freezing street. The sugar of the was and the salt of the now, the broken parts of every holy vow. I'm tasting the honey, I'm feeling the sting, I'm mourning the loss of a beautiful thing. Yeah, the memories of candy I shouldn't eat. God, it's so lonely and it's so bittersweet. Slowly, bittersweet, slow. A little bit of you, a whole lot of me, just a sad kind of sweet. Slowly, bittersweet, slowly, I'm still tasting it. Bittersweet. We're sitting 3 inches apart on the sofa, but it feels like a canyon is opening wide. I'm telling a joke that you used to find funny, but you're looking for something you're trying to hide. You're nodding your head at the words I am saying while you're miles away in a world of your own. It's a terrifying thing to be touched by your lover and still feel like you're sitting here entirely alone. I'm wearing the sweater you bought for my birthday, I'm humming the song from the night that we met, but you're looking through me like I'm made of glass, like a face in a crowd that you've already met. You look in my eyes, but you don't see the fire. You hear my voice, but you don't hear the plea. It's like you've forgotten the map to my spirit. You're holding my hand, but you don't know me. We built up a kingdom on promises made, but you're in love with a ghost from 3 summers ago. And you won't let the girl that I used to be die. I'm screaming in silence, I'm breaking in pieces, but you're checking the time and you're checking the door. I'm the same person who held you through heartaches, but I don't think you recognize me anymore. Do you remember my favorite color? Do you remember the way that I cry? Or am I just a habit you're too scared to break? A hello that's waiting to turn to goodbye. You look in my eyes, but you don't see the fire. You hear my voice, but you don't hear the plea. It's like you've forgotten the map to my spirit. You're holding my hand, but you don't know me. We built up a kingdom on promises made, but the bricks are all falling, the colors all fade. How can you stay when the stranger is me? Tell me, how did you learn to don't know me? You used to know my every thought. I'm just a battle that you never fought. Yeah, you're still here, but you don't know me. No, you don't know me at all. Stranger in the room, don't know me. I swore I'd bolted every window and door. I promised my heart I wouldn't hurt anymore. The dust had settled on the pictures of us, and I finally stopped looking for someone to trust. I was doing so well in the gray and the cold, with a story that I thought had already been told. And you walked in like a sudden spring rain, and I felt the first flicker of a beautiful pain. I'm terrified of the way that you smile, like you're planning to stay for more than a while. My walls are leaning, they're starting to crack, and there's no way to push all these feelings back. Oh, I think I'm falling in love again, and it feels like a storm that's about to begin. I'm standing on the edge of the same old cliff, but wondering when instead of wondering if. I know how it ends. I've seen the last page. I've spent a lifetime locked in this cage, but my heart is beating, it's loud and it's thin. God help me, I'm falling in love again. Every good night feels like a gamble I'll lose, but you're the only rhythm my spirit would choose. I'm memorizing the lines near your eyes while I'm trying to ignore all the what if cries. Is this a rescue or just a new wreck? Is this a diamond or a rope around my neck? I'm so out of practice at being this brave, trying to remember how a heart should behave. Don't be the ghost that I have to outrun. Don't be the shadow that eclipses my sun. I got so many scars that you haven't seen yet. Please don't become my next big regret, 'cause I think I'm falling in love again, and it feels like a storm that's about to begin. I'm standing on long way down in love again. Please stay in love again. I see your name lighting up on the screen, and I know exactly what it's gonna mean. I hate how you're doing, or thinking of you, but you don't really care what I'm going through. You're just checking the pulse of the fire you lit, to see if I'm still burning even a bit. But every hello is a salt in the wound, and I'm tired of being the one you exhume. You had your chance to be the one who stayed, but you walked away while the music still played. Now you're knocking on doors that you already locked, and I'm tired of being the heart that you mocked. So please, just leave me alone. Don't call my number, don't pick up the phone. I'm finally learning to breathe in the quiet. I'm finally calming the ghost of your riot. You don't get to miss me when you're the one who left. You don't get to comfort the heart you bereft. If you ever love me, then let me move on, and leave me alone now that you're already gone. Took down your coat from the hook. I finally stopped reading that last chapter's book. But then you come back like a thief in the night, to steal all the peace that I've kept in my sight. It's not kindness, it's ego, it's needing to know that I'm still the person who can't let you go. But I'm building a wall and I'm closing the gate, and your I'm sorry is a lifetime too late. Don't ask how I am, don't ask if I'm fine. You gave up the right to be a part of my line. Every check-in is just pulling me back to the edge of the world where the sky turns to black. So please, just leave me alone. Don't call my number, don't pick up the phone. I'm finally learning to breathe in the quiet. I'm finally calming the ghost of your riot. You don't get to miss me when you're the one who left. You don't get to comfort the heart you bereft. If you ever love me, then let me move on, and leave me alone now that you're already gone. Just leave me be. Let the silence be the bridge between you and me. I'm starting to heal, but I can't if you're here. Leave me alone, just let me go. Leave me alone. We're hiding in the corners of a crowded room, like a secret kept in shadows, like a flower in the gloom. You only hold my hand when the lights are drifting low, and you only say you love me when there's nowhere left to go. I'm a masterpiece you've hidden, tucked behind a velvet drape. I'm the person you run to when you're looking to escape. But the morning always finds me sitting lonely on the floor, while you're locking up the feelings that you won't admit no more. I'm tired of the whispers, I'm tired of the not yet. I'm the only son you're happy to let set. You're a king in the daylight, but a coward in the hall. And I'm the only one who's catching every time you fall. 'Cause we're just love in the dark, a flame without a name, a flicker in the forest that you're too afraid to claim. I wanna walk the city, I wanna feel the sun, but you only wanna see me when the day is finally done. Is my heart a burden? Is my face a thing of shame? Why do I feel like a secret in a losing kind of game? It's a lonely kind of magic, it's a heavy kind of spark, when you only give me love in the dark. You talk about the future like it's something we can't reach, like a lesson in a language that you're too afraid to teach. I see you with your friends and you don't even look my way, but you're calling me at midnight with 1,000 things to say. I'm the ghost in your apartment, I'm the echo in your head, but I'm starving for the words that are never quite being said. If you're proud of what we have, then why is the curtain drawn? Why am I the only one who's waiting for the dawn? Either pull me to the light or let me go for good. I've stood here in the shadows longer than I ever should. Love isn't a sin that you have to hide away, it's a fire meant for burning in the middle of the day. 'Cause we're just love in the dark, a flame without a name, a flicker in the forest that you're too afraid to claim. I wanna walk the city, I wanna feel the sun, but you only wanna see me when the day is finally done. Is my heart a burden? Is my face a thing of shame? Why do I feel like a secret in a losing kind of game? It's a lonely kind of magic, it's a heavy kind of spark, when you only give me love in the dark. In the dark, where the world can't see, is that the only place you'll be with me? The sun is coming up, and you're letting go of my hand again. Love in the dark, turn on the lights or let me go. Number one, number one. I still look for your car in the driveway, and I leave the porch light on just in case. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the table. I'm staring at the cyrus I can't erase. You used to say we were written in the stars, but now I'm just reading the scars. I'm scrolling through the ghost of us, back when forever was a word we could trust. Now I'm just a shadow in a crowded room, still breathing in the scent of your perfume. 'Cause I was supposed to be a number one girl, the only one who mattered in your world. Now I'm just a name you don't say anymore. saw you yesterday, you didn't even blink. It's funny how fast a whole life can sink. You had that look, the one you gave to me, when I was the only thing you'd ever need. Now there's someone else standing in my spot. Did you give her the dreams that you forgot? Is she your always? Is she your now? Did you give her the forever that you vowed? I'm screaming at the walls, but they don't reply. Just watching the best of my life pass me by. 'Cause I was supposed to be your number one girl, the only one who mattered in your world. Now I'm just a name you don't say anymore, a broken heart left lying on the floor. You promised me the moon, you gave me the rain. Now I'm the only one who's feeling the pain. How did I go from being your everything to just a girl wearing a phantom ring? You're number one. I'm still right here where we began, but you're already gone. You've already won. I'm just the girl who used to be your number one. Just a memory. Number one. I'm looking at the calendar, the dust on the page. It's been 12 months of living in this quiet cage. The flowers you bought me have turned into stone, and I've learned how to sleep in this bed all alone. I remember the morning the silence moved in, when I love you felt heavy like original sin. They say time is a healer, that the medicine works, but I'm still finding your ghost in the shadows and quirks. 12 months of seasons, 4 ways to cry, 100 different versions of asking you why. I walked through the winter and I've survived the heat, but I'm still looking for you on every street. It's been 1 year to break up, 365 days of just learning how to stay alive. The world kept on spinning, the clock didn't stop, but I'm still at the bottom, looking up at the top. I've burned all your letters, I've changed every lock, but my heart is still frozen at the first tick of the clock. Yeah, it's an anniversary of a world torn apart, 1 year to break up, and I'm still at the start. I went to our spot, the one by the lake, and I finally managed to not let my heart break. But then I saw a stranger it easier for you? Did you count the days too? Or was I just a season that you easily passed through? I'm a year older now, but I feel twice as small, like a picture that's fading on a cracked basement wall. They tell me to celebrate how far I've come, but I'm still feeling hollow, I'm still feeling numb. Is it a milestone or just a reminder that the world was much softer and the world was much kinder before the day the calendar bled? It's been 1 year to break up, 365 days of just learning how to stay alive. The world kept on spinning, the clock didn't stop, but I'm still at the bottom, looking up at the top. I've burned all your letters, I've changed every lock, but my heart is still frozen at the first tick of the clock. Yeah, it's an anniversary of a world torn apart. 1 year to break up, and I'm still at the start. Slowly, happy anniversary to the end of us, to the ashes, the silence, and the settling dust. 1 year. I made it through the year, but I'm still waiting for the day when I don't feel you here. 1 year to break up, just a year. I walked past the hallway and caught a glimpse of a ghost, the version of me that I used to love the most. But the glass is all jagged, the silver is peeled, revealing the secrets that we both kept concealed. I reached out a hand just to touch my own face, but I'm looking at fragments I can't quite replace. There's a crack through my smile and a hole in my chest, and I'm failing to recognize what's left of the rest. 7 years of bad luck for a moment of heat. Now I'm sweeping the memories off of the street. I used to see us when I looked in the pain, but now all I see is the blood and the rain. I'm living in shattered mirrors tonight, picking up pieces that don't catch the light. Every reflection is sharp and it's cold, showing a story see your eyes in the shard by the door, looking at me like you did once before. But when I lean closer, the image just breaks into more little splinters and more little lakes. I tried to glue back the forever we had, but the edges are crooked and the pattern is bad. The more that I fix it, the more that I bleed, till I'm nothing but scars and a desperate need. They say if you break it, you see things as they are, but all I can see is a map made of scars. I'm cutting my fingers on the how we used to be, trying to find just a small part of me. I'm living in shattered mirrors tonight, picking up pieces that don't catch the light. Every reflection is sharp and it's cold, showing a story that's already grown. I see 1,000 knees looking back at the floor, and none of them wanna be us anymore. Broken in pieces, I'm losing the fight. In these shattered mirrors tonight, don't look too close, you might see the truth. I'm just a million pieces of a wasted youth. Shattered mirrors, one for every lie, one for every time you didn't say goodbye. Just fragments now, shattered. I've been holding the line for 1,000 days, lost in the smoke and the purple haze of a war I thought that we both were fighting. But you're already gone and the dark is inviting. My hands are shaking, my armor is thin, and I'm tired of looking for a way to win, when the heart I'm defending has already turned to a pile of ashes that we both just burned. I'm waving the flag and it's tattered and white. I'm stepping out from the heat of the night. There's no more strength left in these bones, just a kingdom of dust and a circle of stones. So I surrender, I'm letting you go. I'm sinking down to the depths below. I fought for the us that you threw away. Now I'm just a ghost with nothing to say. No more excuses, no more maybe next time. I'm done trying to turn this mountain to climb. It's a heavy release, it's a cold kind of tender to finally stand here and just surrender. I used to think leaving was a sign of the weak, but now it's the only truth I can speak. I'm tired of the silence, I'm tired of the noise, of playing the part of one of your toys. I'm dropping the weight that I've carried so long, the burden of trying to make wrong feel like a song. You can keep the memories, you can keep the keys. I'm finally falling down to my knees. It doesn't mean I've stopped loving the soul, it just means I've stopped trying to be the one. Oh, the battle is over, the field is all still. I'm following the wind against my own will. So I surrender, I'm letting you go. I'm sinking down to the depths below. I fought for the earth that you threw away. Now I'm just a ghost with nothing to say. No more excuses, no more maybe next time. I'm done trying to turn this mountain to climb. It's a heavy release, it's a cold kind of tender to finally stand here and just surrender. The white flag is flying in the middle of the rain. I'm giving up the fight, I'm giving up the pain. Surrender. I'm finally letting go. Surrender. I'm finally letting go. Surrender. Surrender. To be loved by you. I've been a witness to 1,000 different lives, watching couples in the street, watching husbands, watching wives. I've seen the way he brushes hair out of her eyes, and I've studied every hello, every promise, every prize. I'm a scholar of the things I've never known, building castles in my head while I'm sitting here alone. I've got the theory down, I know the words to say, but the feeling is a language that just points the other way. I'm a mirror reflecting the light I can't feel. I'm a ghost at the table of a 7-course meal. I've been the friend, the shoulder, the one who understands, but I've never felt the weight of a forever in my hands. What is it like to be loved by someone like you? To be the only sky in a world of shades of blue. To have a heart that's found its home, a place to finally rest. To be the name that's whispered like a secret in the chest. I spend my life on the outside, looking through the glass, watching all the magic and the wonder slowly pass. Tell me, is it warm? Does it make the world feel new? What is it like to be loved? To be loved by you. I'm tired of the almost and the nearly there's, of the polite conversations and the empty hollow stares. I wanna be the reason that somebody stays, the one they're looking for through the static and the haze. I wanna know the safety of a lock that doesn't break, and a heart that doesn't tremble every time it's wide awake. Is it a quiet thing or is it loud like thunder? Or does it tear the walls down and fill the soul with wonder? Maybe I was made to just observe the flame, to never feel the heat, just to learn to speak its name. But I'm reaching through the dark, I'm calling through the night, just to find a single spark, just to see a little light. What is it like to be loved by someone like you? To be the only sky in a world of shades of blue. To have a heart that's found its home, a place to finally rest. To be the name that's that cafe downtown, the one where we used to wear the same crown. But now there's a new girl sitting in my chair, twisting her fingers through your messy hair. You're giving her the smiles you used to save for me, and I'm watching from the sidewalk, a ghost of used to be. But I see the way you look at your watch every hour, like the sweetness you found is already turning sour. I know that look, I know that heavy sigh, I know the way you start to live a quiet life. She thinks she's the winner, she thinks she's the prize, but I see the goodbye starting to grow in your eyes. And I realized today, as I watched you two walk, I'd rather be the ex than the one who has to talk to a version of you that's already checked out. I'd rather be the memory in the shadow of doubt. She has your present, but I have your soul. I'm the part of the story that you couldn't control. Yeah, it hurts to be over, and it hurts to be through, but I'd rather be the ex than be lonely with you. Is she wondering why you're so quiet tonight? Is she picking a side in a meaningless fight? Does she know that your I love you is a habit, not a heat? Does she feel the cold space beneath the tangled sheet? I remember the day I became a stranger in your arms, before I walked away from your hollowed out charm. She's holding on to someone who isn't really there, and I'm finally breathing in the open, honest air. It's a lonely front being the girl by your side, with the heart full of secrets and nowhere to hide. I've all my time in that beautiful cage, and I'm so glad I finally turned the final page. 'Cause I realized today, as I watched you two walk, I'd rather be the ex than the one who has to talk to a version of you that's already checked out. I'd rather be the memory in the shadow of doubt. She has your present, but I have your soul. I'm the part of the story that you couldn't control. Yeah, it hurts to be over, and it hurts to be through, but I'd rather be the ex than be lonely with you. She can have the now, I'll keep the was. I'm moving on just because I'd rather be the ex. Yeah, I'm glad I'm the ex. Better to be gone than to be the one you're ignoring. Rather be the ex. I'm sitting in the kitchen where we used to dance, just looking for a ghost of a second chance. I don't need the world, I don't need the gold, I just miss the way your hand felt to hold. I try to be strong, I try to be fine, but I'm tripping over memories of you being mine. I'm not asking for a miracle or a star to fall. I'm just staring at your shadow on the hallway wall. Is it a crime to want the way it was, to miss the you and me just because? Was it too much to ask for a little more time, for the mountain we were climbing to not be a climb? I didn't want the riches, I didn't want the fame, I just wanted a life that carried your name. Now I'm back in the wind and I'm pleading with the sky for one more hello instead of goodbye. Tell me, was it too much to ask for you to stay? Or was I just a stop on your long distance way? I see your toothbrush still sitting by the sink. It's harder to breathe than it is to think. Every song on the radio sounds like a bruise, like a headline of everything I had to lose. I'm not trying to fix what you already broke, I'm just gasping for air in the middle of the smoke. Maybe my always was a burden to you, maybe my forever was too much to go through, but I would have given you every last breath. I would have loved you through the quiet and the mess. Was it too much to ask for a little more time, for the mountain we were climbing to not be a climb? I didn't want the riches, I didn't want the fame, I just wanted a life that carried your name. Now I'm back in the wind and I'm pleading with the sky for one more hello instead of goodbye. Tell me, was it too much to ask for you to stay? Or was I just a stop on your long distance way? Too much to ask, just to wake up and see your face. Too much to ask for a heart that I can't replace. I guess it was too much. I'm stuck in the waiting room. I'm sitting on a plastic chair in a hallway of gray, watching the seconds just ticking away. The magazines are old and the coffee is cold, like the story of us that's already been told. People walk past with a place they should be, but nobody's coming to check on me. I'm stuck in the silence of a life on pause, searching for meaning and finding no cause. I'm holding a ticket with a number you'll never call. I'm just a shadow leaning against the wall. Is there a doctor for a heart that won't beat, or a cure for the way I feel so incomplete? 'Cause I'm living my life in the waiting room, between the I love you and the impending doom. I'm waiting for a door to open wide, for a version of you to come back inside. But the lights are humming and the clock is slow, and I'm the only one who doesn't know that the appointment's over. The lights are dim and I'm just a patient waiting on a whim. Yeah, I'm stuck in the waiting room. I saw a couple laughing as they walked through the door, and I remember when we used to be so much more. Now I'm just a name on a clipboard, a file in a drawer, someone you don't have to care for anymore. I check my phone just to see if it's dead, but it's just the silence that's filling my head. Are you in the lobby? Are you in the street? Or make yours complete? How long does it take for a soul to move on? How many sunsets still the waiting is gone? I'm afraid if I leave, I'll miss the one chance for one last look or one final dance. 'Cause I'm living my life in the waiting room, between the I love you and the impending doom. I'm waiting for a door to open wide, for a version of you to come back inside. But the lights are humming and the clock is slow, and I'm the only one who doesn't know that the appointment's over, the lights are dim, and I'm just a patient waiting on a whim. Yeah, I'm stuck in the waiting room. The receptionist is leaving, she's turning out the light. I guess I'll be sitting here all through the night, waiting for a sorry, waiting for a stay. But the doctor of hearts has gone away, still in the waiting room, just waiting for you. I'm retracing my steps to the night that we broke, trying to find the exact words that I spoke. Maybe if I'd stayed, maybe if I'd fought, instead of just leaving the lessons untaught. The house is too big and the bed is too wide, and there's nowhere for this heavy heart to hide. I'm staring at pictures of us in the sun, wondering how we became all said and done. I told my friends I was doing just fine, that I was better off leaving the past behind. But every strong moment is a beautiful lie that I tell myself just to get by. 'Cause the truth is so simple and the truth is so hard. I'm standing here broken in our old backyard. I don't want the freedom, I don't want the space, I just wanna wake up and see your face. I threw away the map, now I'm lost in the track. I'm screaming at the wind that I want you back. Yeah, I take the fights and I take the tears just to have you beside me for all of my years. I want you back. I went to that bar where we had our first date, but I couldn't stay, it was a minute too late. Every shadow looks like you're walking through the door, and I'm missing the us that I didn't adore. Until it was gone, until it was cold, until I had nothing but memories to hold. Is it too late to say that I made a mistake? How many more breaths is the silence gonna take? If I called you right now, would you even pick up? Or am I just a drop in a shattered cup? I'd trade every better for one more before I'm begging for mercy at your closed door. 'Cause the truth is so simple and the truth is so hard. I'm standing here broken in our old backyard. I don't want the freedom, I don't want the space, I just wanna wake up and see your face. I threw away the map, now I'm lost in the track. I'm screaming at the wind that I want you back. Yeah, I take the fights and I take the tears just to have you beside me for all of my years. I want you back, I'm not too proud to say it out loud. I'm just a hear your key in the lock. I want you back. Come home, I want you back. I try to talk about the weather or the news. I try to pick a different color for the blues. I start a sentence with a plan to make it through, but every road I take just leads me back to you. I bought a new book just to occupy my mind, but you're the only story that I ever seem to find. I'm a broken record, I'm a ghost in a loop, searching for an exit from this lonely little group. I told my heart to find a brand new name, to stop playing this old exhausted game. But my lips have a habit they just can't break, and my chest has a rhythm that's a constant ache. It's always you, 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 and everything I say and everything I do. You're the ghost in the coffee, the chill in the air, the phantom I'm seeing on every empty chair. I could travel the world, I could sail every sea, but you're the only anchor that's holding on to me. My past and my present, my gray and my blue, it's always been, and it's still you, 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 you. Saw a stranger today with a jacket like yours, and I felt my whole world hitting the floors. Just a flash of a color, a tilt of a head, and suddenly I'm hearing every word you ever said. I'm trying to date, I'm trying to smile, but I'm just faking it for a little while. 'Cause they aren't your laugh and they aren't your eyes, they're just placeholders under these heavy skies. When does the we turn back into I? When does the memory finally go dry? I'm sick of the haunting, I'm sick of the trace of a life that I'm trying so hard to replace. But it's always you, and everything I say and everything I do. You're the ghost in the coffee, the chill in the air, the phantom I'm seeing on every empty chair. I could travel the world, I could sail every sea, but you're the only anchor that's holding on to me. My past and my present, my gray and my blue, it's always been, and it's still you, 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 just you, 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 only you. In the silence of the night, you, in the first light of morning, you. I'm waiting for the day I don't say your name, but today it's still you, 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 only you. Just you.